One of the things that offense does do is it creates a situation where you can defend out of it. But that doesn't help screen roll offense, which is happening now. That's mostly controls transition defense, which we used to think was the most important thing in basketball is your transition defense. Now it's about how can you control screen roll. Well, the league has made a giant step towards allowing guards to have freedom. Big guys are even using their hands on screening at the top of the key. There's a whole disregard for the referees to call that as a foul, although it's not the same on the baseline when the guy is screening. I think they really want the guards to be out there, the Westbrooks, the Hardens, the Isaiah Thomas, Currys, etc. That's been the directional change in the league, and I think it's on point. And that has to be your defensive. That has to be everything about what you're doing defensively. Do you switch? Do you have guys that are capable of switching? Do you have a shot blocker? Is that going to be good enough to do it? Are you going to sink underneath? You know, all these combinations are what cost us the ability to set up a really good effort about defense. And I think that some of the guys came with preconceived ideas of how they wanted to play defense. But then physically they weren't able to play defense in the format that they wanted to. So that became kind of a push and shove and a push and pull, I should say, between the coaches and the players at some point. They were frustrated. The players couldn't execute what they wanted to execute. So it became really a focus with this team was what about our defense?
That's something that can be sorted out this summer, you know, new group of personnel, same coaching staff. Is it just a matter of turning the page and starting again, you know, in September?
Well, it's on-ball defense. You saw Ronnie Baker get up there and get into people's bodies and get people over and get in front of guys, and it's not going to happen every time, but he changed how we play. I mean, it's just as simple as that, you know, we had someone that was willing to fight into bodies and over screens. In our process of looking at people for this team, we're going to look at that type of defense. I've also recommended full court pressure as an alternative, because I think that that's got to be something you consider if you're a coach. I used it over the years. I think it's valid to take people out of their places that they want to start their offense from, make them have to work, change the clock, the 24-second clock. So we're considering some of that stuff, and we'll talk about it.